Hello and welcome back to Bristol as it's time for the Hooters series drivers to take to the track for round number 6 of their season. I don't remember what this race is called, but when do I ever? On the front row we have a pair of Dodges in Jeff James and Mason Neal. Row 2 is also Dodges, but it's Evernham Dodges, Charles Sanford and Jessica Shelton on row 2. Jake Bassinger and Ashley LaPlante, the Gibbs teammates on row 3. Max Newworth and Cosmic Nova, another pair of Dodgers on row 4. And Jay Stella and Jerry Shelley in row 5. Jay Stella, remember, was on the track for the truck race. Going through the rest of the starting grid, Kyle Matthews in a Dodge this week comes in with the points lead by 26 points over Mary Shelley in the 7. 40 points back to Sky Commons in the 40. Kyle Collins on a bit of a rough streak after 2 wins to start the season. He's currently 66 points back, tied for 4th with no top 10 since the win at 3 unit. Still 2 wins, 2 top 5s, and 2 top 10s. There's Card Paul and Zach Kreller, the final row here today, as the command's getting ready to be given.
Drivers, start your engines!
Alex May comes into this race tied for 4th with Kyle Collins at 66 points back. Rest of the top 10 in points: Jessica Shelton, Mason Powers, Preston Plord, Charles Sanford, and Dylan Young. The onboard cameras we will see today: Kyle Matthews with the Dodge onboard, Mary Shelley the Chevy onboard, Sky Commons the Dollar General onboard camera, Kyle Collins the Yellow Freight onboard camera, Alex May, the U.S. Coast Guard onboard camera, Jessica Shelton, the Cheerios onboard, Mason Powers, the U.S. Navy carrying an onboard, and Preston Plord in the Ford onboard with the Ford onboard. We are set to go. We saw only one caution yesterday. What will we see today? The drivers complained that the track was maybe a little bit more slick than it was yesterday, so maybe a little bit more wrecks, who knows? Mason Neal, though, with a huge jump, getting out there pretty far. See Sanford slipping and sliding off turn 4 there for a moment. Trying to get second away from Jeff James. Not going to be successful, it looks like, as Jeff James clears for second. Battle still on for 4th between Shelton and Baskinger. And it looks like that battle will reign supreme. Now Ashley LaPlante, Cosmic Nova still battling for 7th. And LaPlante gonna prevail. Meanwhile, look at the gap. Mason Neal has already opened up 1.87 seconds on the 99 of Jeff James, and there you see the gap. Dodges 1, 2, 3, 4, then a Chevy in 5th. Where's our top Ford right now? There it is. Matt Duncan in the 16th position right now is the top running Ford. Under attack from Chris Louvier, the Cleveland winner. Matt Balding, Jordan Davis, Jay Stella trying to do a little bit better today than he did yesterday. Mary Shelley's worked her way up to 11th so far. And it looks like Dylan Young's worked his way into the top 10. As Cosmic Nova once again trying to make a move on the 18. As Mason Neal has checked out 2 seconds up on Jeff James. Let's see if he's already into lap traffic. No, not yet. First one he would catch, though, is Dylan Thoreau, who's in a tough battle with Card Pollard and Brennan Patterson, who was fastest in practice but qualified 40th. And look at that, there's Mason Neal. So the leader has caught up to the lap traffic already. And that's going to help close in the gap here as Card Pollard tries to stay on the lead lap and is going to be unsuccessful at it. So the 83 falls 1 lap down to the leaders. Now going to come back at Mason Neal. Not going to be successful, but Card Pollard is holding up the 99 a little bit. Mason Neal kind of using Dylan Thoreau to try and clear out the lap traffic for him. There's 3 wide just in front of him. Austin LaPlante, Eric Powers, and Zach Kreller. Zach Kreller, the big loser on that, it seemed. As Mason Neal now having to deal with Card Pollard trying to take and get his lap back. Charles Sanford has taken second away from Jeff James now. And his Evernham teammate tries for third. Not going to be successful though. Jeff James hangs on to the spot. Now Shelton under attack from Jake Bassinger for fourth. Going to hang on to it. And now the Gibbs teammates battle for fifth. Hard to tell the 5 and the 57 apart this week, really. Both have very similar paint schemes. As Dylan Young's going to get underneath Cosmic Nova and try and make the move. And is going to get the spot. Way to go, Dylan Young on the inside line. Gets the move done for 8th. As Sanford now tries to dispose of the lapped car of Card Pollard. And will do so successfully. Shelton tries for the outside line behind Pollard. And has got Bassinger now to the inside. Going to try and use this actually, I think, to get third away from Jeff James, and it might work. As meanwhile, we have a battle for the lead. Mason Neal and Charles Sanford. Shelton will prevail back there and get the third spot away. Meanwhile, Sanford hanging in tough on the inside of Mason Neal. We're seeing a lot better passing, and look at that, a lead change at Bristol. Charles Sanford in car number 9 to the lead. Card Pollard now looks to the inside as Shelton's right there. You can see it's definitely a little bit more slick with the 39 up there on the outside line. That kind of equalizes the lines a little bit there. The fact that they can slip and slide on the outside line too. Sanford, meanwhile, checking out. Up to 2-second lead now for the 9. As Evernham teammates now go 1-2. The defending champion looking to grab the spot. Hasn't quite done it yet. Now is clear as Jeff James looks for the spot. So Shelton now free. Mason Neal on a free fall right now. Stuck on the outside line, surprisingly. Max Newer trying to put Jake Bassinger up into the outside line. Mason Neal's car apparently has gone loose, though. The handling not quite there for the 39. As Mason Neal just not able to get the drive off the corner there on the outside line. Mary Shelley's gone past Ashley LaPlante. She's moved her way into the top 10. She's gone around Jerry Shelley. As there's Jerry Shelley right there. Meanwhile, the 98 is closing in on the 9. That's because the 9's in heavy lap traffic right now. Has gone around Eric Powers. Now is trying to get around Dylan Thoreau and Austin LaPlante. As looks like Sanford's going to try and go to the outside line now. Not a wise move, but does give him some space there. Eric Powers holds off for the 41st spot there from Card Pollard. And now Sanford gets to try and work his way around the lap cars once again. Makes a peek to the inside, Dylan Thoreau. He is there, makes some contact with the 12. Lets them know that he's there. Thoreau gets loose and will slide up the track. Next lap car will be Austin LaPlante, as this is the battle for 40th right now. Jeff James is brought back up here now. Not a lot of spots to go when the lap cars are 3 wide in front of you. Jeff James going to grab the spot, and Mason Neal has gone back to the inside line. Fell all the way back to 5th. As Jeff James now re-grabs the 2nd spot on the track, but not for long. Here comes Jake Bassinger to the inside. Trying to break up the Dodge dominance so far tonight, as I could not say the word. Meanwhile, Sanford has pulled out to 3 seconds. Now almost 4 seconds, as Jeff James is still battling with Jake Bassinger. These guys need to settle it out, as Shelley has gone the wall. Car number 7 into the wall there, 2nd in the points. We've yet to see where the points leader's at. But a 4-second lead now as Max Newworth tries to pass the 39 on the outside line, and looks like he's might be able to do it. Yes, he will. So maybe it's just Mason Neal's car just cannot work that outside line now. But let's find the points leader. Kyle Matthews struggling back in 29th. He's battling with 3rd in the points, Sky Commons. There's Preston Plord. And not too far back here is the race leader. Trying to put Austin LaPlante 1 lap down in 39th. And Austin now going to try and pass Brennan Patterson. Like I said, Patterson was fastest in the first practice session this weekend. Didn't tune out into qualifying, and as a result, kind of stuck back here in the back of the field. As Sanford once again to the back bumper of Austin LaPlante. I was thinking of last season when Cosmic Nova drove that car for a split second. But stuck in the traffic and the fact that these guys have stopped battling. Now Jeff James starts to close in with less than 10 to go. Closing in a little bit each lap. As Austin LaPlante has Sanford to the inside once again. The Ingersoll Rand Dodge dive bombs it into the corner. Not able to get there. It has definitely helped Sanford when the lap cars battle and he follows a lap car through. As Bassinger once again tried to get inside of Jeff James for 2nd. Boy, Sanford not able to get through them as... Here we go again. Bassinger trying to get 2nd away from Jeff James, and will do so as there are 4 laps to go from Bristol. So Bassinger now into 2nd. But he's got 3 lap cars in between him and the leader. Now make it 4 as Austin LaPlante goes a lap down. They were 3 wide just in front of the race leader. 3 to go. And LaPlante now back on the lead lap as he's trying to battle back with the 9. And will do so. So Austin LaPlante stays on the lead lap as they are still 3 wide in front of him. Zach Kreller, Brennan Patterson, and that is Hiroshi Kazuyoshi in the 0. And LaPlante getting stuck up behind. Kazuyoshi goes a lap down. And that is the race. Charles Sanford grabs his first NRSL Hooters Series victory. And a little bit of tempers flaring there between the 0 and the 2 after the race. So Patterson Kreller actually finishing on the lead lap in the 36 and 37 spot. 37 cars finish on the lead lap here today, caution free. but definitely not action-free in this one. A lot of action here today. Charles Sanford, the victor. Jake Bassinger, Jessica Shelton, Max Newworth, Jeff James, Dylan Young, Ashley LaPlante, Mason Neal, Mary Shelley, and Cosmic Nova, the top 10. I'll be honest, I was not expecting that to be a caution-free race the way practice worked. A great job, though. Kyle Matthews, where did he come home? 27th there. Take another look at the bottom of the results. Preston Plord struggled all day, could not get any momentum going. Same too for Patterson. Bad points day, really, for those that were high up in points. Even though Sanford, 9th in points coming in, actually wins the race. He actually came in tied with Preston Plord, and that was Sanford's first top 5 of the year. Great time to get it. Congrats to Charles Sanford. We'll bring you back, or we'll see you tomorrow for the Coke Vanilla Cup Series race here. Not quite sure what the title of it is, but who knows. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. We'll see you next time.